Oh, hey, welcome to my desk. My name's Keon, and today I'm going to be drawing characters from Hey Arnold. Okay. Hey Arnold. This was definitely one of my favorite shows as a kid. I was probably more of a Nickelodeon kid. Nickelodeon. Then a Cartoon Network, but I did watch both as a millennial. This was just like, definitely different from everything else on TV at the time. Rugrats, was that on Nickelodeon? Yeah. So, I think I'm going to start with Helga. And she was definitely one of my favorite characters. She was funny. The bully who just beat up everybody. And I thought it was funny how every time she would secretly talk about Arnold being the love of her life, that other kid would just be right behind her. But her storyline is actually pretty dark. She kind of just like has a really sad home life. I guess that's kind of why she's the bully a little bit. In general, the show was like not afraid of going towards like more dark storylines. I remember. I think that might just have like something to do with the setting. It's like set in a fictional urban city. I think I read that it was based on a combination of like Seattle and New York. Which is where the creator Craig Bartlett was from. He was from Seattle. And it definitely had like a New York look to it, especially like the brownstones. They look very like Brooklyn. And I feel like it definitely represented what it was like to be a kid in a big city. Well, they would like take the bus, they would walk around the streets and just do whatever. They had a lot of independence, which is really different from my childhood, where it was more like a suburban like area that you couldn't really walk around, so just had to drive everywhere. And I remember feeling pretty jealous of those kids for getting to do whatever they wanted. And especially jealous of Arnold's bedroom. Which I think every kid can relate to that. Every kid from that time. Alright. So, I think now I'm going to draw Arnold's best friend, Gerald, who I definitely remember as being like the more level-headed of the two. I mean, Arnold was very altruistic and Gerald would be a little bit more realistic with things. He was always kind of being like, Arnold, what are you doing helping this stranger with whatever problem? Like, just focus on yourself. Which I think was wise. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, sometimes he would say, like, the obvious thing that the audience was also thinking. And I think there was, like, a couple episodes where they were fighting, but for the most part, they just were buddies. Never had any issues. Which was really cute. But the creator was working on other shows. I think he was on Pee-wee's Playhouse, and then later Rugrats, which was also on Nickelodeon. And I guess the character of Arnold was like a small role on Pee-wee's Playhouse as like a claymation character, and he made a pilot for the show based on that. And the pilot was stop motion, which, yeah, interesting. I didn't realize that before reading about it. Okay, so I think I've gone long enough without drawing Hey Arnold, or Arnold himself. So I guess I'll draw him now. But as you can see, I haven't really been sketching out anything. I'm just drawing it straight. No kind of stylistic differences, but obviously it's not going to be perfect. And my goal is just to make it look genuinely right. And Arnold had definitely like a very simple, straightforward, and mellow personality. He was always just trying to help people, but in a very calm way. And another thing that I really liked about the show, I mean, it was very vibey, like it was really good at capturing a certain atmosphere, and I think a big contributor to that was the music. It had this very jazzy, but also hip-hop influence. You could kind of hear like some more like hip-hop inspired beats in the background of these jazzy like saxophone, and yeah. Okay, so I think, like I said, I'm only going to do 4 characters. The thing about this show is that there are so many characters, so many really iconic characters. A lot of the episodes were about side characters, or like one episode characters. They would revolve around that person, and either Arnold wouldn't really be a huge part of it, or he would be trying to help that person. So there's a lot of iconic episodes that are just like one-offs, which makes it hard to choose which ones you want to draw. But I am drawing here the grandma. Arnold's grandma, who is kind of like a free spirit, kind of wild personality, a little bit, of a character. And in this picture, I think this was an episode where she helps Arnold with karate or something, or she has like a karate tournament. I don't think I ever finished watching the show, but there was the movie that came out, and I think it explored what happened to Arnold's parents, if I'm not wrong, but I don't remember, to be fair. And maybe I'd leave it that way. I do know they made a movie, like another more recent movie, in like 2017, that further explored that storyline, but I didn't see that either, and I don't think it did amazing. They were like considering doing a reboot if the film did well, and then they didn't, so I guess that means it didn't. But okay, that's it. Alright, well, I hope you like this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, leave me a comment.